Hi all, welcome to John's Model Making. Today is Willys Jeep Day again. Today we're going to be doing the radio, which sits just here in the Jeep. There we go. Yeah, we've got quite a few stages to complete the radio. I think it's about 4. And then the 5th one is this one. This is stage 70. This is the bore, or the bow, for the roof, the canvas roof. It can light down. It will be laying down in the end, because we've got the gun to fit, and the gun that places right into the middle. So once the gun is mounted, you won't be able to alter the position of the canvas roof. It has to lay flat. But anyway, there we go. There is the Jeep, looking superb. Yeah, looking fantastic. We know it all works. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the build. So here we have stage 66. We have the radio casing and locks. So let's get the parts out. There we go. That's the casing. We have 6 locks basically, and these go into the holes. They just push fit. The tools for each lock, and they will go a particular way. Just follow the instructions. You can't go wrong. There we go. There we go, that's one side. 1, 2, 3. Do the same on this side now. That was a toughie. Now there's 2 pegs for each one. Some are longer than others. Don't know why that is, but anyway. There we go. That's one side. That's the other side. That's better. That is looking cool though. Is it not? Okay, let's move on to stage 67. We have the radio front panel, handset jack, control switches, cable and connector, and we need CP screws. There we go, those are our parts. That is the detail. That looks excellent. Right, we have these 3, which is 67C. Will go in the middle here in that black part, and that particular one, 67B, will go into that hole there. These will be just a push fit connection. Just get the, there we go, just get the controller right way around and just push it into place. There we go. There we go. Yeah, on this one we want the longer end facing upwards. There we go. There we go. That looks cool. Dial looks brilliant. Definition on detail is fantastic. Okay, next we have 67D, which is this piece. There is a longer end, which is this end, so that will go next to the dials there. So just a push fit. There we go. That goes just like that. Excellent. And then we pop this onto the box. And we need a couple of CP screws. There we go. That's stage 67 completed. It should be that way up actually. Let's move on to stage 68. So now we have stage 68. We have handles, antenna connector, radio base plate. There we go, those are the parts. First thing we need is 68 here, which are the handles. They'll fit into them 4 holes just there. There's nowhere else they can fit. Again, just push fit. If they're a bit loose, you can always glue them, of course. There we go, just like that. Yeah, you might want to pop a little bit of super glue on the back, especially for that one, because that one is a bit loose. They are glued in place now. Now we have 68B, which is this little piece, and that will go into this hole just there. Yeah, that's pushed in nicely. Shouldn't need any glue for it at all. There we go, that's 68B. Right, we can pop this in place. That will go, yeah, there. And we need the FP screws for this. Should. There we go. That's snuggled in nicely, that. Excellent. Let me get the screws out. Okay, now you need it at that position. These two holes here on this side. Right, 2 FP screws. There we go. Excellent. Right, let's pop this onto the Jeep. Okay, here we have the Jeep. It fits there. Then 3 holes there, and there. Just like that. And we can secure that with the FP screws. There we go. Excellent stuff. That's looking brilliant. Right, let's move on to stage 69. Okay, now we have stage 69. We have the handset wire telescopic antenna handset cap earpiece spring. We need LP screws, and we get a free screwdriver. Woohoo! Okay, now there we have the parts. First of all, we need 69C and 69E. Now that little piece, it's got some cracking detail in there as well. We'll go here like that, and we'll capture that with one of these tiny little LP screws. So we'll use the new screwdriver, see if this is any good. Hold that like that. So there we go. Excellent. Right, we can put the cap over the top. 69D. That just presses into place just like that. That's not bad handset, that, is it? Excellent. Right, now we can pop on the cable 69A. Oh well, you might want to glue this actually. Okay, that is now glued in place. Now we need this spring. We'll pop the cable all the way through, and then just push it right up to the other end. There we go. Looks pretty cool, does it not? Right, now we need to pop this in place. Okay, now we need 69B, which is a telescopic antenna, and it goes into them 2 holes just there. It's just a push fit as always with these. That one went in far too easy, but there we go. That is in place, and now the handset will connect on to here. You might want to glue that. I'll open it up and glue it and get it in place. There we go. Right, let's get this in place. There we go. That is glued in place now, and that can now wrap itself around, and I suppose you could actually glue that in place. Let's see if we can. There we go. We can train it for the. Yeah. Right, probably just have to glue it. But that's the handset. Excellent stuff. Oh, there we go. I haven't glued it. It's lodged in place. Excellent. Right, let's move on to stage 70. Okay, now we have stage 70. We have the top bow A and top bow B, or top bow. There we go. Those are those 2 pieces. Now, as you can see, that will go, yeah, there, and that end will go there. Paint is coming off a little bit there as well, but never mind. Now put that piece there, and we just need a couple of the UM screws, and this will have the canvas on it when we finish with it. Moves over just like that. Right, get it screwed in place. So there we go, we have 70B and 70A, and we need 2 UM screws. There we go, that's 2 UM screws. So they will fold just like that. Excellent. So we'll put the canvas on this and it will only open up to that point there. Excellent. Right, there we go, that's stage 70 completed. Looking cool. Okay, now let's carry on with the build with stage 71. We have rear bracket left and right, front pivot bracket, C-rings, top bow, pivot left, top bow, pivot right, rear strap loops, WM, EM screws. Okay, now those are all the parts. First part we need is 71C, which is this piece, and put this on the side of the Jeep, and we need WM screws. Okay, now, so we pop 71C into these 2 screw holes here. There we go. Now we want this piece, which has an L on it. This is 71A. That will fit just there. Again, we need 2 WM screws. There we go. Right, got to do that on the other side. There we go, that's the right hand side. Okay, next thing that we need to do is fit 71E, which is this little piece, and that will go into here, and once it's through we can pop on one of these little C-rings. There we go, straight off the sprue. There we go, that's that fixed in place. So we do the same on this side, over here, pop, should go through. Yeah, it's a bit of a toughie, this one, thinks it's tough anyway. And put the little C-ring on the back, there we go, and break it off the screw. There we go, not too bad at all, that were it. Right, now we need these 3 brackets, which are all metal, and they go on the back of the Jeep. Okay, so we got 3 of these. These are 71G, and we use EM screws. There we go. Excellent. 1, 2, 3. Brilliant stuff. That's stage 71 completed. Okay, now we have stage 72. We have handrails. So 72A is side handrail left, and rear handrail left is 72B, 72C and 72D. The right side rear and side SM and DM screws. There we go. Left, right, SM, DM screws. First one put on is the left hand side rail, so that will basically go just there like so, and we need a couple of SM screws. There we go, that's the side done. Well, the rear done now. We'll have an L stamped in, that's the right one. This is the left one, and this will go here and here like that. Now we need DM screws. Okay, let's get this in place. There we go. Cool. Right, we need to do this side now. The rear, exactly the same as before. A couple of DM screws. There we go. Excellent, that's looking cool. So there we go, folks, that is stages 66 to 72 completed, and there we go. Let's give it a twirl. You can see all the brackets that have been added. There we go, and the side rails and rear rails, and there we have the radio with a handset. That's looking cool, is it not? Excellent stuff. Accessorise the Jeep today, that's what that is. Looking brill. Okay, folks, there we go. You can see the rails and the brackets now. Yeah, and the radio. Yeah, that's mounted in place. Let me flip this around. I'm not sure when we're going to be putting the canvas roof on, but it won't be far off. There we go. You can see the radio now. Fantastic detail on that radio. There we go. Just about fits on that Lazy Susan. There we are. There's the. Whoop. That's for the canvas roof. So as we can light flat. Excellent stuff. So yeah, it's looking cool. So not a lot to do in each of the stages, but we got 7 stages done anyway. So yeah, it's looking brilliant. Excellent. Absolutely love this Jeep. Yeah, it's looking superb. Just needs a bit of dirt on it now. Anyway, there we go. If you didn't like that, give us a nice big thumbs up. And hopefully I'll see you next time. So thanks for tuning in and watching. Stay safe. Bye for now.